Hello, guys. So, this is Unit 3, Chapter 5, Cyber Laws, Safety and Security in India. So, cyber means something which relates to computer and internet. Law, you know what it means. And security, because you may have come across various news nowadays, it is very rampant. The cyber frauds, the online frauds which are happening, any link that is unknown to you, somebody sends you a link, you click on it unknowingly or without any malice in your mind कि कोई ऐसा भी मेरे साथ कर सकता है, किसी का ऐसा भी इंटेंशन हो सकता है, सो आप एकदम innocently you click on that link and then you are driven to some site and whatever is in your bank account, that all gets transferred to the other person's bank account who did that fraud with you. So these are very prevalent nowadays, and because of the data leaks also, जैसे water leaks or gas leaks are happening, such are the data leaks also from one site to another. You may have seen something that you search online. Suppose you want to purchase an outfit for a party or wedding or whatsoever, so you search for that, and suppose you searched it on Google engine, then you moved to open your Facebook or some other YouTube channel or something like that, and on all those sites you will see the advertisement of the same site or same outfit that you had searched on Google engine few minutes or few seconds before. So what is that? From one website, from one internet search provider to another website on the internet, whatever information that you had put on there, that you are searching for, this, that is a sort of information, right, or data. So that data is being leaked, is transferred from one site to another so easily and in a very short span of time. This is what, this is data leaks, and these data leaks are only responsible for all kinds of frauds that the people conduct online. And since we are not so tech savvy, we don't have that expertise that, oh, this way, this we can hack and I can take out or I can gain the financial advantage over another. So that is somebody else's hard earned money which the fraudsters are so easily exploiting, right? So the frauds and all these kinds of things that happen, we have to provide protection to the innocent people against that, and it can only be done by mass awareness of such things, that you don't click on such unknown links and don't believe on such fraud calls, don't tell your OTP to somebody whom you don't know, right? That who is talking on your phone, you don't know who is that person, but you are giving OTP to that कि हाँ ऐसा कर दो वैसा कर दो. They may tell you any wrong thing, that we want to update your KYC or this information is pending in your bank form, so update it, you will get this, that, whatever. आपको इतने करोड़ का रिवॉर्ड लगा है, लकी बोनस में नाम आया है, लकी ड्रॉ में, all such are tricks for hacking and for getting your bank details, account or password and any such details. Even the OTP can very easily transfer your amount to their bank account, right? So to provide protection from all these, even there are RBI, Reserve Bank of India guidelines, or the advertisements that run on television, right, about the same thing. So these are what, the mechanisms or the ways by which people can be made aware of that such practices are going on, and they don't have to facilitate such practice. They have to be alert, and they don't have to do like giving OTPs and all such things. They don't have to engage in such things so that the other person takes advantage of their innocence. So laws have to be regarding protection of such people and against such fraudsters, to prosecute or to punish them or to impose a penalty on them. Fine. So, introduction. We live in a world where we see rapid technological advances on a day-to-day basis. Like, you all are the young generation. You may know that with passing of a month, there is some or the other technology that comes into play, or there is some advancement that, or some upgradation in the phone, right? In your Android phones or iPhones, there are new versions. Now this is the new feature, this is the upgradation. Now you can, earlier what we had, those keypad phones, now we have touch screen phones. So that is also an updation, that is also the advancement of technology, right? So, and day by day or every now and then you see another model of mobile phone is into the market, or television, right? Touch screen televisions are also available now, smart TVs and all those things. They were not prevalent earlier. So these are the result of technological advances which are there in today's world. And every coin has two sides. So all these are the good sides of the technological advancement, that is we are gaining advantage of them, right? So these technologies are beneficial for us. Earlier there was no Google Baba. Now it is very easy for anybody to search something online, right? To search something, to get information on a topic and then learn it or whatsoever, to understand some topic, to clear doubts and so on and so forth. Earlier there was no such thing as YouTube on which you can watch these lectures like what I am doing right now. Yes, so these are what? Technology, and these may be advantages to people. But the other negative side of this coin, of this technological advancement, is that people who have some cracky mind, okay, they always find out another negative aspect in something कि इसको हम इस तरीके से करने से अच्छा है कुछ. कहते हैं ना कि notorious people who not only want to take such simple advantage of the things but wrongful advantage also, that इसके बैंक अकाउंट में इतना पैसा है ना, आधार कार्ड से बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल्स आर ऑल्सो लिंक्ड. सो इफ समबडी गेट्स दी आधार नंबर और ऑनलाइन डिटेल्स सारी भरी जाती हैं तो वो बहुत आसानी से डेटा लीक हो सकता है. that this person has this much bank balance and phone number is also linked with the bank account, so then they will call you. तो numbers कहाँ से लीक हो रहे हैं? Even the telephone directories से number लीक हो सकते हैं, ट्रू कॉलर से number लीक हो सकते हैं, right? So there are many such things. Data leak can take place very easily. So these are the negative aspects or the other side of the technological advances that we are having today. The emergence means the coming of advanced digital innovations. These are something new now. Every day with the help of technology or development of science, we are having something new in the market. So that is what? Innovation. Digital because it is dependent upon the internet, not mechanical, not technical. Providing new opportunities for people from all over the world to connect and communicate. This is very simple. Earlier we had to write letters or something like that, which would take years, sorry, not years, but months or days to travel from one place to another. If two people are sitting in two different countries, then it may take months also to reach that place, right? If it is in two different cities, in two different states, so that was hard to communicate in a short span of time if there is something urgent which has to be communicated. Then fax machine, right, or telegram, which was costlier. Every character has per word price, which was very costly to send messages. So बहुत ही short term के messages भेजे जाते थे that this is urgent, not the whole stories and theories were written, just short things were written. SMS आया फिर, and then we had this all internet, and because of which communication was made easier and also quicker. Fine. So that is again a technological advancement which provided new opportunities and ease also. Ease matlab which made it easy for the people to connect and communicate with each other. Now if I talk about today, at the click of a button, I can talk to anybody. I can video call or I can phone call anybody who is sitting in USA. Right? So it has been that much easy. पहले ऐसा नहीं था. All these opportunities and advances are possible because of internet. So what is cost? On the cost of your easiness of communicating, what is the price that you pay? The internet charges of different mobile companies, right? Internet is, now what is internet? Because of which all these has been made possible. Internet is a system architecture that has revolutionized communications, methods of commerce. Commerce means business. Business means you buy and sell something by which you gain some profits. If you are selling, if you have bought something at rupees 5, you are selling it also at rupees 5. That means there is no profit, no loss, right? But if you sell the same article at rupees 10 or even greater than that, based upon your capacity of selling those things. Because when you are selling something, you have to convince the buyer that हाँ इतने price पे ये चीज़ आ सकती है, and this is, you know, usable enough or credible enough that it will help you in such and such things, so you need to buy this or you should buy this. So that depends upon your skills of convincing the other person, right, to influence him to buy. So if you're selling it at a more greater price, that is your profit margin. Fine, that is only commerce. Why people do business, why they enter into business? To earn profits only. Nobody starts a business to earn loss or to sell the items at the same price at which they are bought, because तो फायदा नहीं है ना, right? So commerce is buying and selling, or any profession that person takes in. And revolutionized communications, that means to communicate has been easy, and that is a revolution. Revolution is some major change which has been brought, and it is nothing false in that also. By allowing various computer networks around the world to interconnect. So various computers, when they are connected together, that forms a computer network. Okay, and when those computer networks come together, that is the architecture of internet. Inter, that means interconnections between net, that is network. This way you can understand this concept. And it depends upon your school that if this definition is important, and you have to learn it as it is. Otherwise, if you write it in your own language, that may also work, that should also work, right? This computer generated world of internet, that means internet works on computer, right? If there is no computer or the stable that interconnection of wires which are required, पहले सिर्फ कंप्यूटर पे चलता था, और उन कंप्यूटर के नेटवर्क्स की वजह से ही इंटरनेट है, right? So if a mobile company is providing you internet, right, that is because there is some network which is working smoothly. And if that network is not working smoothly, then only we say that today internet or this particular application is down, it is not working fast. ठीक है, धीरे धीरे लोड हो रही हैं चीज़ें, कहते हैं ना इंटरनेट डाउन है, तो डाउन मतलब क्या, कि वो नेटवर्क सही से वहाँ पर नहीं चल रहा होगा, या वहाँ इंटरकनेक्शन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई है, ठीक है. Involves interactions between people. People can interact. Software means software can be exchanged. We can download some antivirus or any such software from the internet, right? So that is the interaction, because there is some company who is selling that software online, and we are purchasing that and downloading it on our computer. Then services, because any such service which is provided on internet, like online class, that is the providing of services on internet, right? So the exchange of services can also be done in lieu of course, some money. It is a dynamic, exponential and undefined space. Undefined space, why? Because as I said, I can talk to somebody who is sitting in USA. So there is no such boundary or territory which is defined. That's why it extends to inter-countries, inter-nations, and it has no boundary or no particular structure, or we cannot say that this is only the internet and this in your country is not, we can call internet, right? So it is undefined, it cannot be defined, it is infinite, right? जहाँ पर आज human है, वहाँ पर internet है. So it is undefined and dynamic, it keeps on changing, because again उसमें भी updation आ सकता है. As information and internet become more complex and large, now as I said, wherever there is human today, we have internet in that country or in that place with him to facilitate or to make the things easy for the person, right? So internet has become large, and any such thing which is large, it also involves some complexities in it, right? So it is critical, that is important or crucial, to maintain systems up and running all the time for safety and security. That means whatever is the network of internet, that has to run all the time, so that whatever services or goods or interactions between people are exchanged over it, they are also running smoothly, right? And to provide safety, because some like for suppose if I had done some transaction on internet, I have to purchase some article from some Flipkart or something like that. I had initiated the payment for it, but in between the internet went down, or the Flipkart company went down because of some network issue. Now what will happen, my payment is stuck in between, right? So there is no security that whether it has gone to the company from whose article I was purchasing, or it is still in my bank account, so it is in midway. तो ऐसी चीज़ें ना रहे, सेफ्टी और सिक्योरिटी हो, उसलिए ज़रूरी है that systems run smoothly all the time, because now our lives are dependent on that. Lives dependent in the sense that we have so many things which we can do today on internet only, and it has led to such a stage where we cannot imagine our lives without Google power, right? Because it has actually made things so easy, and we have become habitual of such things. Why do we need cyber laws? When internet was developed, the founding fathers hardly had any idea. Founding fathers means who had found that, or who had laid the foundation of internet. So whosoever has developed it, they had no such idea. उस समय उनको ये चीज़ स्ट्राइक ही नहीं हुई दैट इन फ्यूचर इंटरनेट कुड ट्रांसफॉर्म इटसेल्फ इनटू एन ऑल परवेडिंग रेवोल्यूशन which could be misused for criminal activities. Because when they had done it, as I say, business, if anybody starts, that is always for something good and for making profits, right? There may be some exceptions who engage themselves in an unlawful business, like killing somebody by taking money, right? So that is something unlawful and grave. But other than that, people start business with the aim of earning profits, right? So similarly, when this internet they developed, or any such innovation or development which is made, that is always and always by keeping the welfare or betterment of the people at large, that if this innovation gets into the public domain, how would that benefit the people, or how would it ease the life of the people, right? What can the people benefit from it, how they can utilize that thing, all such things are kept in mind, and then only a particular innovation is done, and that is given to the public to use. But the founding fathers had no such idea that as the time will pass, this revolution which was made for doing ease to the people, to the lives of people, can be misused also by some people for criminal activities. They can have their wrongful intentions cleared and gain wrongful advantage of the things used on internet. Internet usage has significantly increased. The anonymous nature of the internet. Anonymous nature means if I am searching something, और जैसे मैंने fraud का example दिया था in the beginning of the video. So I don't know who I am talking to, or who is asking me for the OTP, where he is sitting, where he is operating the computer from, who is that person, from where he belongs, what all is his biodata and everything. I don't know, but still, what he can do is he can do a crime upon me. He can do a crime against me. He can take all my bank balance and gain a unlawful advantage over me, unlawful financial gain, right? And I will be at financial loss, right? So criminal activities, why they are being done so profoundly, so easily, and so rampant today through internet? Because it promotes the animus nature. Animus means without any name. We don't get to know that who or what is the identity of the person who is engaged in such criminal activity. What happens in the physical crimes which are done, we know that this is the attacker, this person has attacked me, I can I can help the police to draw the sketch of it, and he will get arrested. But for criminal activities done through internet, I don't know who has done that. So it is very difficult in such thing to detect that from where that was done, because it is undefined, right? The domain of it expands through all the countries of the world. So from which country, from which place that crime was done, I don't know. Who has done that, I don't know. What was his biodata, I don't know, right? So there is nothing which the person can give the clues to the the police officers or to such cyber boards that this and this act was done against me, and now you have to search the person and punish. That's why it is really difficult to ट्रेस सच क्रिमिनल्स, और इसीलिए ये इतना ज़्यादा रैम्पेंट हो रहा है क्योंकि इनको ट्रेस करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. देयर इज़ ओनली वन थिंग विच कैन बी डन इज़ थ्रू IP एड्रेस, राइट? सो बट इतना ज़्यादा मेहनत करते नहीं हैं लोग कि हम बताएं, रिपोर्ट करें, and then the police goes and search and with IP address and everything. Because sometimes it may happen actually that whatever crime is done, that is outside the country. The criminal is somebody who is a foreign national. So how will I arrest that person? He is out of the jurisdiction of India. Indian laws won't apply on such person, right? So how would I convince the other government that this is the criminal as per Indian law? You send him to India, I will punish him, and he will spend this amount of term in the jail, and then I will set him free. No country will allow this, because that country is also responsible to protect its citizens. First of all, the thing is that it won't apply to the foreign nationals, because that country would sovereign in itself, as India is a sovereign country, right? So all these things make the criminal activities done through internet difficult to be traced, and the criminals difficult to be traced, and they take the undue advantage of this animus nature of the internet. Cyber law is important because it touches almost all aspects of transactions and activities on internet. So Indian cyber law is made in such a manner which is comprehensive, which includes all types of transactions that can be done on and through the internet, and all kinds of activities that a person can engage himself or herself in over the internet. So वो सारा कुछ touch करके, and whether it is a crime and what sort of crime, graver or trivial, and what punishments it would follow, all that thing the cyber law provides. And that's why only it is needed, it is important, because when it will define and touch or describe all such aspects of transactions, and then only it would deal with them, that such are legal, such are illegal, and the punishments to follow. Every action, every reaction in cyberspace has cyber legal perspectives. Now cyberspace is all the space of internet. Okay? Cyberspace is nothing but all the undefined space of internet where all such transaction and activities are taking place. So it has all the action and reaction has legal perspectives. Means as any action that you do even in the physical world, it has some legal consequences. Like if I am giving you or I'm helping a needy or a poor person, what would be the legal perspective of that? It would be good, it would be lawful, right? And on the other hand, the person who is getting helped, if he attacks me, so that will be his reaction to my action, right? And if he attacks me, then his legal perspective or legal consequence would be that it is unlawful, right? Attacking me without any reason is unlawful, right? And then of course I can use my private defense. I can also use force in the proportion of which is necessary to save my body, right? So these are what actions and reactions that I'm trying to explain you, which happen in the physical world. Similarly, on the cyberspace or on the internet also, every action can have a reaction. I want to purchase something, so there would be a company who has to react or who has to pack my order which I'm purchasing online, right? So that is action and reaction that goes, and it has the legal perspectives, and since it is taking place in or through the internet, that is cyberspace, so we say cyber legal perspective. Cyber law concerns every individual using the internet, like booking a domain name, disputes relating to online intellectual property, etc. Like whatever I'm doing right now, using this book and explaining you the things, okay, so that I am doing by my mind, right? That is my intellect, okay? And whatever property or videos I am generating on my own YouTube channel that you are watching these on, okay, that is my property, and I have the absolute ownership of my property, right? So the property which I am producing as a result of my intellect, my mind, that is intellectual property, okay? And since it is being uploaded online on the internet, so that is online intellectual property, fine. And what could be the disputes relating to them? For suppose somebody records all the videos or records the whole video that I'm uploading this video, and he or she uploads it in his name on his own channel, claiming that it is framed or it is recorded by him or her. So what it is that he or she is claiming my property to be his own. He is encroaching upon my rights, right? He is getting undue benefits out of the hard work that I am putting in, right? So now I will claim that this is my property and you have no right to use it without my consent, right? And whatever you are doing right now is the unlawful use of my intellectual property. He will claim that it is mine and I know this is mine. So what is this? A disagreement? The same property is there, right? If I explain you, like this property, suppose this is a house, person A claims that he is the owner, person B claims he is the owner. So there is a disagreement between the two now regarding ownership of this property, so that is dispute. Similarly, if this was an online video that I gave you the example of, so person A is claiming he is the owner, B is claiming he is the owner, again there is a dispute. So that is the meaning of disputes relating to intellectual property. Fine. Booking a domain name, like suppose you may have seen flipkart.com or amazon.com, amazon.in. What are these? These are domain names which are fixed over the internet, and they also have the trademark or the absolute right to use those domain names. If somebody encroaches upon it, somebody uses it without its due authorization or permission, then there will be a dispute regarding that. So it addresses every individual who is using the internet, and it governs every individual using the internet in the national territory, because every law is nationality based. It runs upon a particular jurisdiction. It may happen that internet runs par national outside the boundaries of a nation also, but whatever laws are made concerning the internet, they would only be applicable to the nation in which they are made, right? हमारे कंट्री के साइबर लॉज किसी दूसरी कंट्री में तो नहीं एप्लीकेबल होंगे ना. It may happen that a foreign national has, while he was in his trip in India, he has committed a crime against some Indian. So what will happen now? क्या हम उस foreign national पे इंडिया का IPC अप्लाई करके उसको पनिश कर सकते हैं? नहीं, right? We cannot do that because he is not somebody on whom IPC will govern. Similarly, if a foreign national has done something, some fraud on internet, but we cannot bring him into his jurisdiction, or we cannot extend the jurisdiction of Indian cyber law to govern on him or her, right? So that is the situation. I hope that is clear. Now, what is cyber law? Cyber law deals with legal issues related to any law which is there, it deals with some issues. That's why it is made, because there are some loopholes or some issues that had to be solved, and then only we see that there is the need for those laws. So whatever laws are made that would deal with or solve those issues. What are the issues herein? Related to use of inter-networked information technology. Now this is the advancement of technology, and there is the exchange of information or data which is going on, right? And inter-networked because it is interconnected. Okay, so inter-networked means nothing but interconnection of networks, and network, I told you what it is in the beginning of the video itself. It provides legal rights and restrictions. Now any law which we talk about, it provides some rights, some duties, and any law is not absolute, means it comes with certain restrictions, right? Even the fundamental rights that you know of the Indian Constitution, they are also not absolute. They also come with certain restrictions, because anything when it is provided absolutely, then it can be very greatly misused. Okay, and we cannot solve anybody's problem effectively क्योंकि उसको हमने बिल्कुल आर्बिट्ररी और एब्सोल्यूट पावर्स दे दी हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं रिस्ट्रिक्शन होना ज़रूरी है, right? If somebody gives you 500 rupees, so and he has given you the absolute power to use it or to spend it however you want, so what will you do? हो सकता है आप बिगड़ जाओ. हर दिन 500 रुपये मिल रहा है without any restriction of giving the accounts that where you have spent it, no matter or God knows what bad or misuse of it you will do. So there have to be restrictions that govern the use of technology. So legal rights, restrictions, both are to be provided, and any right generally is not absolute. It always comes with restrictions. In short, cyber law is the law governing computers and internet. Cyber law encompasses, it includes or has in its ambit laws relating to cyber crimes, means it defines that what all are crimes or what all acts classify as crimes which are done on the internet. So cyber crime is nothing but the crimes which are done on or through the use of internet. Electronic and digital signatures, see, right now even the documents are there in the form of PDF online, which are very easily available. So that is what electronic documents. Contracts are also signed in the digital mode, right? Digilocker आपने सुना होगा, digital signatures का भी concept आया है, that you don't need to take a printout of the file and then sign it and then make a PDF, then upload it, then again take the printout, and that printout would be the final one because it contains your signatures in it. But what you can do it, you can save a copy of your you can take the photograph of your signature by the laptop. The laptop camera होता है ना, वो photograph ले लेगा, and that would be the digital signature, and that you can affix in every document that the signature is required in. So that is the digital signature. Now since there is this digital signature concept, that can also be copied very easily. और आप लोग ने तो गूगल से लाइक वेरी बेसिक थिंग, कोई कोट होगा या कोई जनरल any quote like honesty is the best policy or any such article, if you have to write, what you do, go to the Google Baba, search and take the content, copy paste, यही करते हो. So what is that? You are also using somebody else's content which he or she has created by the use of his mind and his hard work without his consent. जिस बंदे ने वो आर्टिकल लिख कर गूगल पे अपलोड किया, क्या आप उसकी कंसेंट ले रहे हो कॉपी पेस्ट करने से पहले? नहीं, राइट? सो दैट इज़ ऑल्सो द वायलेशन ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी or the infringement of his intellectual property which you all are doing in that copy pasting. ओके, सो डिजिटल सिग्नेचर्स की भी कॉपी पेस्टिंग हो सकती है. और अगर हमने लाइक somebody has pirated my digital signature and he has put it into a document in which I had not signed. I had no clue that such and such document is made. There is my name included in that, and since I have no clue, so I have not signed it, but there is my signature in it. And once the signature is in on a document, what does that mean? I have full consent to the contents whatever are written in that piece of document. So such things can also happen, and of course there will be a dispute that I have not signed it, I have no knowledge who had done this act on behalf of me without my authority, without letting me know. So there is a dispute. All such disputes are also covered under cyber law. Intellectual property, I told you what it is. Data protection. Data protection means to protect the data. It is the responsibility of the organization. It is the responsibility of Google or Flipkart or whatsoever to protect the data. That's why if you see any apps which are getting updated, what they promise, that greater degree of data protection we are providing with this number of updation, right? And privacy, because now we like to keep things private. And it is also important because if we keep on updating everything on internet, on Facebook, that right now I'm at this place, I'm doing this, I'm with this person, I'm having something in this restaurant. So what is it? Every minute detail of your life, if you are uploading on internet, that means you are making your life public and easily accessible to a stranger who can very easily misuse that information which you only have uploaded against you and do a crime against you, right? So the data has to be kept private, and if a company has the all the information about its employees, then it is important for the company to keep, it is the responsibility of the company to keep all that data private to itself. The internet has initially developed as a research and information sharing tool and was unregulated. Means when it was developed, it was with the aim that it will help in providing information to the people so that they can do research, because if information is provided, people will search for it, and then whatever sort of study or research has to be conducted, that will be done in an easier manner. All sorts of information will be provided on one platform. That was the aim. And since the founding fathers had no thought that it could be misused, so it was actually without any regulations. Means there was no regulation in any part of the world. over the use of internet, that how it should be used, what are the pros and cons, if you use it this way then you will be punished this way. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस इंटरनेट के यूज़ से रिलेटेड नहीं बने थे कहीं पर भी. As the time passed, it became more transactional. That means more and more transactions. Not only it was a research or information sharing tool, but more and more transactions took place. E-business, e-commerce, e जहाँ पर भी attached हो, that means the short form for electronic, something which is done on internet. So business being done on internet, that is e-business. ये जो Flipkarts वगैरह हैं, these companies, these are all what? E-commerce websites. E-governance, that means any such government document or the policies of the government that you can take help of by the internet. So the forms that you fill online, right? E-governance, e-procurement, all legal issues related to internet crimes are dealt with through cyber laws. So whatever issues are there and whatever all categories of internet crime are there, and how to provide the protection or against those crimes, that are all given in the cyber laws. As the number of internet users is on the rise, that means as internet is going wide, the number of users are increasing. Every person has a mobile phone and every mobile phone has an internet connection in it. So every person is only increasing the use of internet, and there is no chance that it will decrease in the future as well. The need for cyber laws and application has also gathered great momentum. Momentum you may have studied in physics in your earlier classes. So what it is, you know. So whatever are the cyber laws, there is urgent need for it now, that the internet should be regulated and restrictions should be imposed on the increasing use of internet, so that the misuse can be controlled, and whosoever is being at a loss because of that misuse, they are also provided the effective remedy, and the persons who are wrongfully using the internet, they are provided the prosecution or punishment to create a deterrence effect. By now I think everybody knows what I mean by deterrence effect. So this is all for this video. Thank you so much.